Hi, Costumey. Welcome to 2026. I am about to go over I'd say interrogation, because it's like, have you done this? Have you done that? I'm joking, Jimmy. But I'm about to answer all the questions. This is the video that we shot, and this was on the 1st of January. And I remember that day very well. We had just come back from your best friend's house because she was hosting you for New Year's. And even then, like you were this year, or coming into 2026, it's been very strange for you, because New Year's celebration used to be about fireworks and calling your dad and having those chats, because mom is not so much of a New Year's person. She doesn't really like the celebration of such things. But when Alibaba had that connection, and I remember how happy you were that you got to celebrate it with your best friend. And I remember when you came back, as sick as you were with no voice, you had the time of your life and you couldn't stop chatting. So much so that you opened your camera and decided to do the visual diary, or vision board diary, visual diary, whatever. But either way, I'm now here as future you to answer those questions. And of course, at the end of this, we will be creating questions to ask our future self in 2027. So let's hear it. What are the questions? What do you want me to answer? What do you want me to say?
Hi, Demi. It is Demi from January 2025, and I'm hopefully speaking to Demi of either December 2025 or Demi January 2026. Hectic. Sounds like a long time from now. So we saw other girlies doing this, and we've always been the vision board girly, we've always been the vision journal girly, but this is a new one. I mean, we've written a letter to older Demi. That was a very emotional one a few years back. So now we're doing the video. I think we'll still do the journal entry diary thing. I'll still write you a letter, we'll talk. But babes, I wanted to know some things. I wanted to gossip that yeah, you can tell my voice is not good right now. It's because we just had the best New Year's entry with our best friend Kuto. Speak of Kuto, how's she doing? So you guys still vibing? Are you still good? Still mates? Hey, how's Bobsicles? Are they still how's their family going? Because we love her so much, we want to know about her too. Still good.
Dr. Kutz is still around, and she's still our best friend. In fact, we are thick as thieves. Like in the past, I mean, we don't do much social media posting of our friendship, but she's very much still in the picture. Very much. In fact, we're part of this group now. It's called, she changed the name, this girl. It's Pinifa Gang, right? Because we wore Pinifas to one of her sister's events, and then we decided and we're going to be at each other's events like Kedi Pinifa. She changed it to Bafazi Gang or Bafazi Bami or whatever. And the context is obviously this Bafazi trend on TikTok where it's like Bafazi. But anyway, to answer your question, she's very much still in the picture. Yeah.
Okay. And then I want to know, how did the year start? Are we still procrastinating? Did we still, how did, at the job, at the 9 to 5, how's that going? What happened there? Did we finally plunk up the courage to move on up? Are we still in the same position and are happy? Or did we move into a different company? I think I'd be okay with either, because it is a good company, babes. I hope. I mean, despite all the things that, you had to deal with, but that was growth, Nana. And then I want to know, how's the pay? Are you happy with your salary?
Okay. Now to answer your question about work, yes, we're still at place. We're still there. The year was tricky. 2025 was challenging for you from a corporate perspective, from a career perspective. It really forced you to open vessels you didn't think existed in your life. I mean that from a mental and physical point of view. Instead of letting it break you down, you really let yourself build yourself up. And I think therapy had a big role to play in that, because this was not the first time you were challenged in the workplace. You were in your previous job, before you took a sabbatical, you did go through the same kind of situation. Then you let it come to you, and then you walked away. But this time you didn't walk away. And I think maybe because you didn't have a choice initially, but you really stuck it through, and it completely changed who you are and your persona. Chemi, we're naturally a type B personality, what they call natural child there by where we work. And now you have become a type A. You diarize everything, you make notes of everything, you're diligent, you are someone who initiates things before you get asked to, and even when asked to, you make sure that you overcompensate or make up, and you work extra hard. So yeah, the workplace has been challenging, and because being a type A is not really your persona and you've made it one, oftentimes you do get overwhelmed, and this is when therapy comes into play. But also this is when extra content comes into play. So we've spent the year watching like a lot of videos from corporate women talking about how to survive the workplace, and that has
you leave 5 at the end of Jan, and I know the biggest concern you had was, 1, you'll miss radio, and 2, the finance balance. How did that go? Or did you find an alternative? Because I know you, and you're like trying to dip your finger in every pie. What pies did we dip our finger in?
5 FM. I still love those guys, and I'll always send a love letter to 5, because that was the foundation of our love for radio, and the fact that we got to go there and work there for 10 months. My girl, we ate, clocked it, whatever the Gen Zs say. Yes, we left at the end of Jan, as we had said we would, and that was a hard goodbye. Compared to when we left 947, that was a hard goodbye. I'm still emotional even thinking about it. You know how amazing that team was, good peoples. And again, we may never hang out with them ever again, which I hope is not fact. But even if we don't, the time that we were there, the people that we met, the connections we made with the teams, never mind the guests that got to come on. I mean, I think that's the one thing we actually missed, is having those connections with, audience members and listeners and guests. But the team, shout out, man. Yeah, we left, and we have not gone back to radio. And I think I don't want to be honest. And if I do, it would probably want to do it in a digital marketing space. We'll elaborate on that, I guess, as well at a later stage if anyone asks.
How's Mashadi Media doing? Like, is it still decaring? Did you get people to actually work with part of the company and get clients? And I know that you had clients that wanted you to expand their brand in a different route. Did that land? Did that take off? How's that going?
What pies did we dip our finger in? Well, Mashadi Media has been around for 8 years now, my friend. And it's been an on and off journey with clients coming on board, leaving. And perhaps it is because, the main focus is on 9 to 5. And it will always be until Mashadi Media brings in the kind of revenue where we can sit back and not have to work a 9 to 5. But then even working for ourselves would not be easy. Sorry, I'm speaking in this way because I'm speaking to you, even though people are probably going to watch this. But yeah, the 9 to 5 is still the main primary source of income. Mashadi Media, we tekate in the beginning of the year. we left 5FM because we wanted to focus our free time on an additional income that was bringing in better revenue or better money. And it didn't necessarily, but we did get clients. In fact, we are in one of the client rooms. We have a client whose room we're in. Like, we are in their company, we are in their business, and the aesthetics are just, and that's where we are. So you got 2 solid clients, and out of it came 2 solid work, professional relationships. And yeah, we hope to elevate that. And we've used our skills from Mashadi Media, every skill, every drawback, from interactions with media to interactions with advertisers. We've used every single one of those, moments to send it back to the 9-to-5. And we've used information from 9-to-5 to elevate ourselves, and to elevate the brand, Mashadi Media. But 9-to-5 will always come first. And you know that, right?
Speak of money and business. Babes, are we off date review? Please say yes. How's that going? How's that going? What happened there? Did you push? Did you finish? Did you do the things, Nana? Or is it? But it's okay. Remember, our therapist said it's okay to have debt. It's not train smash. But if we cleared it, honey, booyah, booyah, booyah.
Ish, the debt. Well, we took our therapist's advice and we really slowed down on the pressure that we were putting on ourselves. We slowed down. So I think the last time I slowed down like this was 2022. 2022 was the last time I slowed down like this. And I was just like, there's no rush, which is how I ended up moving out and getting into the new place and whatever. I was like, there's no rush, we'll get there. Look, last year was a lot of, I think, and it started in 2023. 2024, the repercussions of 2023 came into our space, and I think I'm talking about interest rate, I'm talking about increase of rent money, increase of car money. In 2023, we were now paying for a car installment that we never planned for, and that had its repercussions because now we were starting 2024 on a deficit. And so because of that, we were always falling behind, which is why we had to push from Mashadi Media to make extra income. We had to try see if we can, limit ourselves a lot of things, which is why we stopped traveling in 2023 and 2024. Primarily in 2024. In 2024, we didn't travel at all. We didn't have stamping or passports. But I think I took the advice from the therapist to heart, and what ended up happening was that I moved out of the rental apartment I was staying in. So we now have, this is new also. We now have extra cash to work harder to pay off the debt, but now we also have money to enjoy, because how, because of all of these new things we were now paying for, the car, the apartment, we were almost left with nothing at the end of the month. So we couldn't enjoy ourselves. There were months you would go on to even buy cheap stuff so that you can just have stuff. And I'm talking about basics. Like, no offense to people who shop other places, but Jimmy, you went from like Woolworths to like Boxer, you know what I mean? Type of example. Moving out allowed us to buy the 2-ply that we usually buy the facial products that we usually buy, and more than anything, be able to travel. So you did Drakensberg and Mozambique primarily because you were able to now go back and restart. The plan is not to stay where we are now. That's not the plan. Once we've paid the debt and finished it off, we have a plan to elevate. I mean, that's in our vision jar, our vision board itself. So we will do that. But we moved out of that rental place. We still have debt, but we're optimistic about it now. We're not anxious.
Are we still bubbly and happy? How's our energy like going right now in Jan or December right now? I hope you didn't have too many depressive dips this 2025. Please, Nana. Oh Lord, because I know what that means. If we did, then you know. But we'll be okay, right, Nana? How's Mama doing? She turned 70 this year. Did we manage to do something nice for her? How's her health? How's her eyesight? How's Mama's eyesight? And how are you doing with Mama? Is everything okay? I don't want to cry. I love you, and I know Mama loves you, and I know Papa, where he rests, loves you. I hope Mommy's okay. I really do. I hope Mama's okay. I know this might be an emotional part of this video, even for you in the future. And to speak of family,
depression. Hey, looks like it's something that we're gonna have to deal with year in, year out. We have to fight to remove that from our system or that from our space. In 2025, you did have a dip. It was just around your birthday. It was a similar dip to the dip you had when you were turning 30. So with that dip, you isolated a lot of people and you almost lost your friends. And you were okay with that because you were just like, I need to survive. And if I have to lose my friends to make it out of this, it's okay. You were okay with that. It was a hard time for Alice and Ansela specifically. They didn't get it. No one did. But you also did what you did to make it out. You know now, we know now what we need to do to get out of where we are when we are depressed. And it won't take anyone else to get us out. It takes ourselves. You couldn't be around people. Yes, you were encouraged by the motivation that they were giving you, but for the most part, it had to come from you. You had to be the one to tell yourself, and I want to make it out of this. So eventually you got, like, by September you were fine. But yeah, that's June, July, August, September. It's like 3 solid months of a really hard time, and it really reflected in your energy, your weight, your activity, and in the workplace. In fact, that is how we ended up in a very big dip in the workplace. We were underperforming. We really had to work hard to get out of that space, and I think that's when I had that switch of like type A, type B, because my type A personality side does not have time to be depressed. Like, we need to push, we need to work, whereas my type B side, we like, oh no, I'm not okay, and my I'm so happy. We still are jolly, we still are bubbly. Those who know us, and if people don't want to know us, they don't want to know us, and that's happened a few times. Mama's good. That's our best friend. And I think Papa's happy that we finally in this place. We come a long way, Since Papa died, it was hard because I felt like, we were starting afresh, getting to know each other, because my dad and I, Papa and Lena, were like this, we were mom was always like, you know, but she's learning who I am. She's learning my personality. You know, they say as you get older, you then become the caretaker of your parents. And that is what we are now. That is what we are now. You said she turned 70. We didn't get to do what we wanted to do for her, but hopefully we'll get the chance to. Also, just like, no, don't do anything. So, yeah, she turned 70. Her eyesight is no surgeries in 2025. I know 2024 it was hard for us because we were in and out of hospital and we were all alone. And I remember when we went to the hospital and then they said, yeah, but if we can't get a hold of you, like, is there, you know, like your husband or your sister who we can call us? And we said no. We were like, no, there's nobody. We're the only ones. We will answer the phone. We will be on standby. Last year was a better year for Mama. 2025, was a better year for Mama. And I'm really hoping that continues because we need her. I'm not as emotional when we were talking about the depression side because, yeah, last year was a better year. 2025 was a better year for Mama. She's okay.
Yo, did we lose weight? Cause like them cheeks, them noses, girl, did we lose weight? Like, how's this shit? You getting new sneakers or whatever, running shoes coming in the next few days. Did you manage to get your dream come true with the whole walking, running thing? How did that go? How's that going? Did we? Because people think that we can't lose weight, and we've done it before. Nana, did we lose? Are we bigger? Girl, tell me if we're bigger. We must be pregnant because we cannot be bigger than what we are right now.
Did we lose weight? Well, obviously the year started off with the weight that we had, and with the depression hitting in June, we didn't really comply. Right? So the weight was still an issue in 2025, but the year finished strong because what I did before the 60 days was this thing where 60 days before the year ends, what are you doing with your life? And we looked just before the 60 days at, okay, weight loss, So let me tell you, we're doing Pilates. We went back to Fight Club. We golf now. Yeah, we golf now. We'll golf now. Story for 2027. We golf now. We are at 2 gyms now. And yeah, we tried the cavitation stuff, which really did help us maintain the weight, so we haven't gotten bigger. And you're right, Trumi, if we're gonna get bigger, it must be pregnancy, because what are we doing getting bigger than this?
How are other friends? How are other friends doing? Did we meet Marang? Love her, Kesana. I know I haven't met her yet, but how's that?
We met Marang and we love her so. Oh, Sintada Marang Kesana. Oh, the way we love Marang. Obsessed. She looks just like a little. She's like a mini version of our friend. She's so cute. I got so cute too, Sana. Babes, Marang, I love you, babes. Hope you watch this when you're 18. You're like, what?
Oh snap, me last one, Kana. So we are here in your first apartment. Did we move apartments? Are we still here? Did we move back home? Because if we move back home, it means we did travel. Or did we move somewhere else? One of the places that I had an eye on.
It's funny, at the end you ask the question about did we move out, did we whatever, so it means back of the mind you'd always known. So yeah, we moved back home for now. It's a temporary situation because of what we're trying to do, and that's exactly how we were able to travel. And yes, we answered all the questions and answered them well, I think. I just loved the questions. now to do this for 2027. Actually, the year started, we were in Mozambique. We were in Mars. We spent the New Year's in Mars. We decided to go on a whim and just book a trip with Divine Travels. And we had a time of our lives. The people we traveled with, the strangers we met, amazing people. We may never see them again, but they were a time. In fact, December 2025 ended really well. We had a great December. We went to the Drakensberg. We went hiking for 3 days. Yeah, you did that, girl, like you did for Coffee Babe. And then you went to Mozambique. We did Mozambique, Maitala. And that's how the year started. I'm not procrastinating because here I am today doing this. Yes, it's a few days afterwards. It's the 11th of January and I'm doing this. And I know you did this last year, like on the first day of the year. But Siapa sana, Siapa.
I hope all is well. I love you, babes. Mwah. From me to me.